Front double bicep.
The bodybuilding staple. From your casual gym goers to fitness influencers and all the way up to the Olympia stage, everyone shows off their front double when they have a good pump. You can show off your massive arms, broad shoulders, huge chest, and wide lats, but let me tell you, most of them are doing it wrong. Today, we will be diving into the first pose of the muscular rounds for bodybuilding and classic physique, the front double bicep. We spent our time over the past couple weeks learning about the symmetry poses for bodybuilding and classic physique. We learned about how to set those poses up from the ground up, we learned how to transition from pose to pose, and that landed us right back in the front relaxed pose. But now enter the muscular rounds. Judges will call out front double bicep, where we get to show off our symmetry, size, presentation, and conditioning with the biggest smiles on our face. This is your second chance to land a good impression with the judges. When I go to most amateur shows, a lot of competitors are hitting their front double bicep like this. You might be asking, what's wrong with this version of the front double bicep? Well, if you'd been paying attention over the past couple weeks, you would notice that this version of the front double bicep is ignoring a lot of the principles that we established within setting up those symmetry poses. For one, this version is standing straight up and down, he's not pushing his chest forward, and his hips aren't pushed back. He's got his legs locked out straight, and within that, sure, he is showing off his quads, he's getting good activation, but while locking his legs out straight, he's losing a lot of definition that could be achieved through the upper part of his quad. This version does achieve our X-frame, but we can definitely make it better. So let's jump in and elevate the presentation. This pose is going to use a lot of the same fundamentals that we already talked about within the front relaxed pose. And as always, we want to think about setting the pose from the ground up. We'll start off by setting up the pose shoulder width apart and turning our feet out in the 10 and 2 position. But make sure when we set this up, we don't want to have a wide space between our adductors. We want to keep them touching, even if just barely. We don't want a thigh gap. From here, we're going to sit down into the knees and then turn those knees out away from the body. This is going to give us that activation through the quads. Moving up from the knees to now our hips, we want to hinge those hips back away from the judges. We're not just pushing the hips back. I really want you to think about rotating the hips and pushing them back. As you rotate them back, let that weight shift into the heels of your feet as if you're getting ready to go into an RDL. This movement here will activate your rectus femoris and your hip flexor, bringing the upper part of your quad to life. Since we're pushing the hips back, we want to think about bringing our chest up and over the toes. This is important because if you remember, the judges are below us. This will balance the proportions of our upper body to our lower body from the perspective of the judges and deliver a much better X-frame. Now, the main difference that's really between the front double bicep and our front relaxed pose is obviously how the arms are going to be set up, because you can't really show your biceps off if they're down by your waist. When setting your arms up, we want to make sure that we're keeping the peaks of your shoulder cap to your bicep to be level. We don't want the bicep to be over the shoulder or under the shoulder. We want to create a nice straight line. If I were to balance a plate on top of it, it should rest pretty evenly. Another thing that I see a lot of first-time competitors do is that they bring their elbows flat to their torso. We don't want to do that. Main reason for that is this will actually hurt the width that you can show off with your lats. So, when you set this up, think about rotating your elbows about 15 degrees forward, getting ready for like a pec fly, essentially. This will make sure that you're not compressing your scapula and shorting your lats, but instead, this will pull them out and pull them forward. A key cue that I like to give to my clients to make sure that their arms are in the right position is that whenever they're setting their arms up, they should be able to see their index fingers in the periphery of their eye line. So like if you're looking at me from the side, I'm not gonna be here because I can't see my hands. It should be about here. You can just barely see my index fingers. Next, we want to think about pushing down through our shoulders and into the lats. Pulling your chest and shoulders up towards the ceiling might make you appear a little bit bigger, but in comparison, it's going to shorten and sacrifice the width of those lats because you're stretching them out. And last, but not least, look forward at the judges, keep your chin up, and smile. That's how we set up the pose. Now let's talk about how to transition into it. And honestly, it's not that hard. As we already pointed out, from the front relaxed pose to the front double bicep, these poses are virtually the same other than where the arms are at. When we're transitioning from the front relaxed pose to the front double bicep, we want to think about bringing our arms down and covering the midsection. It's going to give you another opportunity to take a breath, Within this time, if you need to readjust your feet, if you're not happy with how you place them from going back into the front relaxed pose, this is your opportunity to set your legs back up how you need to, giving yourself more space, giving yourself less space. Then, with your arms still crossed, take another deep breath in, think about crunching down on your abs, or pull into a vacuum before you bring those arms up. For me personally, with my own posing, or if I'm working with one of my clients, I'm usually going to recommend that if you got really good ab genetics, just think about pulling that waist out, filling your stomach, and expand that thoracic cavity. But if you don't have the best ab genetics or overall ab development yet, pulling a vacuum is going to be your better cue to go with. Main reason for this, and at least why I'm not suggesting that we crunch down on the abs, is because whenever you crunch down on the abs, you're going to shorten your torso. Shorten your torso, make yourself look smaller. We don't want to look small on stage. So I would recommend pulling it with a full stomach or pulling it with a vacuum. And then from there, pull your arms up, get them set in place, make sure those index fingers are in the periphery of your eye line, all based on the cues that we already talked about a little bit ago. But yeah, don't you see? That's easy enough. There are several ways that we can hit the front double bicep based on how your physique is structured. I won't be going into every variation of how you can hit the front double bicep because that would take way too much time, and that's also looking at a bunch of different body types to show all of those off. But instead, I kind of wanted to give you a comparison of how most people hit it on stage versus how I hit it on stage. This variation works better for my physique and allows me to show it off in a more complementary fashion. And at the end of the day, if you're looking to figure out what version of the front double bicep works with your physique the best, you can always talk with your coach. Or I would recommend hiring a posing coach, someone who has an artistic eye and can tell you what is going to look better on your frame. You can always hit me up on Instagram, comment down below, hit me up on TikTok. All the usernames are the same. You can find me at parker.flem on all of those platforms. Shoot me a DM, say posing, hey, I need help, let me figure out what front double bicep I should be hitting, and I will gladly help you elevate your presentation whenever it comes to the bodybuilding stage. And that, my friends, is how you hit your front double bicep. Let me know in the comments down below what your key takeaways were, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so that way you don't miss out on more posing content. I will see you guys next week as we move into what is my favorite pose to hit on stage, the side chest.